is Shark Bait with Monster Shark Airsoft, coming back with another unboxing. This one just a bit different. Now before I get started, please ignore the background noise. Grass is getting cut, but I couldn't hold off on doing this video any longer because I am both nervous and excited for what's inside. Now like I said, it is a bit different because it is not airsoft related. It's actually something that I'm going to be doing as a little side series on the channel for downtime. But this is just part of what I'll be adding to it. This just happens to be the first part. So let's go ahead, open the box, and see what's inside. Just taking me a minute to get into the box because they taped it up so good, because what is inside is alive and can potentially be just a little, not so much as dangerous, but you do have to be extra cautious. So I will give a bit of a heads up. If creepy crawlies is not your thing, please choose one of my other videos to watch for this. Okay, so the box was packed pretty nicely. As you see, they had it packed to where it couldn't shake or move around. Again, being cautious because what is inside is alive. And from what I can see so far, they are still living. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and let you read what's on the tag. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember the scientific name, but I will insert it right about now. But these scorpions are actually striped scorpions or Texas bark scorpions. Now, the reason why I wanted a bark scorpion species is because from the research I've done, they are communal and they can be kept together in one enclosure. So with that being said, I did order 3. Now, if they were sexed properly, it should be 1 male and 2 females. Now, for what I'm seeing, for their size, the enclosure I got for them is quite big, but I can leave them in the enclosure and let them grow without having to do any rehousing. Just look at that. That one's already eager to get out. Again, I'm both excited and nervous. Let me go ahead and use one of these tongs that I have, solely because that one is right there at the lid. Finally, lid is off. Okay, there's 2 right there. The third, I think, was wrapped up in this paper towel somewhere. Nope, that one's in the cup too. So there we have it for this unboxing. 3 Texas bark scorpions. Now, for those that don't know me, I do love scorpions. Being a Scorpio myself, I think that's just part of being a Scorpio, is you have to have scorpions. Now again, because of their size, the enclosure that I got them is quite big. I purchased the Exoterra 18 by 18 by 12, but that is because they can be kept communally, so all 3 of these will be in the enclosure together, and as they grow, I do hope and plan for them to breed, because when I ordered these three, I requested 1 male and 2 females. So with that being said, hopefully they'll populate the tank and, just build a decent sized community in there. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and work on getting them into their new home, which, since they're all still in the cup, I'll go ahead and set the lid on, and we'll get back to that as I let them loose in their enclosure. Okay, so bear with me, because instead of the GoPro, I'm using my phone to record for this segment. So I will be doing the releasing one-handed, and of course, as you can tell, I don't have a steady hand when recording. But before I let them go into their new home, which, as you can see, has already been decorated, it has been misted. Like I said, this is the Exoterra 18 by 18 by 12 enclosure, so they will have plenty of room to move and grow. But what I wanted to point out before releasing is that this little side series that I'll be doing, if you're interested in following, feeding videos, watching them grow, unboxings, because again, they're not the only thing that I'll be adding to this case. There's a couple more, but I haven't ordered them yet. But for this little series, I planned on naming it Shark Tank, because again, shark bait being my call sign, Monster Shark being the channel name. But Viper and I spent the previous 2 weekends building this display case. Ignore my ring light that I was using for the unboxing and the mess. But we built this display case here solely to put the terrariums in here for the creatures that I plan on getting. And like I said, these are the striped scorpions, or Texas bark scorpions. So this will be their communal terrarium. Now, because scorpions do glow when you put a black light over them, I did have a black light put into it above where their terrarium would be. Now, when we built this, we took the LED string lights, and we actually have it around the entire top on the inside, making a box. So there is lighted that I can have set for time frames to where they'll still be able to determine day versus night. And another thing that we did with the box, since I do have the front doors as sliding plexiglass doors, went ahead and installed computer fan setup. So one has air being pulled into the box and one being pulled out. That way there is no sitting air in here. It won't get that mildew smell, mold smell, or anything like that. Now, at the moment, all I have in here is my sister's turtle that she wanted me to house temporarily in here, and 2 jumping spiders. But that's for a later date, because today's star of the show are these 3. So now that I have the cup already in the enclosure, I can go ahead and remove the lid and carefully let them out, if they'll work with me. Again, that is a bit hard for me, and sorry for the bad angles, me doing it one-handed. Let's kind of nudge them out. Okay, so there goes one. Already coming up to the glass to say hello. Let me go ahead and just see if I can't get the paper towel out itself. Remove the cup. Again, sorry for the bad angle. Come on, little one. Okay. There's 2. One more. And there's 3. Okay, so all three are now happily in their enclosure. Let me go ahead and close the doors. Which, one reason why I wanted this is because of that locking system. Now, give me a second. Go ahead and turn off the lights and we'll see if we can't spot them with the UV light. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get on my app to turn the other lights off. But as you can see, with the black light on, you can see them. And that is just so amazing. I believe my third one went into hiding already. And just look at that. Well, that's it for this video. I'll attempt to do a feeding for them later, and we'll see how that goes. Until then, remember to have fun, stay safe, hoo-ha-ha.